Hello. I want to show you how to search for Spanish articles, and you can use this for your capstone project. So I'm Amy, your NAU librarian. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start here with the Cline Library homepage. And in the middle of this homepage right here is the quick search bar. You want to go down to Find Databases. And at Find Databases is an alphabetical list of the databases. One of the very best ones to use is the MLA Bibliography International. So we're going to scroll all the way down to MLA International Bibliography with full text. The first thing you're going to have to do is enter your ID and your password, sign in, and then, of course, authenticate that it's really you. Once you do that, it'll automatically take you to this screen, which is the advanced search option. And the reason we being the librarians, have selected it is that MLA is a more complex of the EBSCO databases. Before you start your search, I suggest you go up here to the Choose Databases, so you can actually search more than one database. Because you're looking for multiple articles for your Nobel Prize winner, I suggest that you look at and add the literary databases. So there's also the MLA directory of periodicals that you can add. So those are also journals. I suggest that you add the Literary Reference Center Plus, as well as you could add the Play Index. Now that's not going to be a full text database. You may also want to add the Communication and Mass Media Complete, and I always include Academic Search Complete, which is a general undergraduate database, but there's always information about authors in here. And then click on OK. And once you do that, you may want to add the name of your author, for example, and then put in something about what you're interested in. So in this case, Drowned Man, for example. Also, if you want your articles to be specifically in Spanish, come down, scroll down to Language, and then pick Spanish. You can also come down and select down here all these different, like you can always just say you only want journal articles, for example, and only peer-reviewed and full text. Once you select everything, you can click on Search, and you'll see we come up with 2 hits here. And that's probably because we've got too many things in here. Now, Drowned Man is probably what's limiting it too much, because you're looking for a specific title that he's worked on, as opposed to themes that he's worked on. So these are 2 literary criticisms that have come up, and if you look, it'll tell you what a database. So this one came in Academic Search Complete, and this one in Literary Reference Center Plus. So if we just run just his name, for example, now all of a sudden we've received 345 hits. And then on the left side, you can then start narrowing. We can say again academic journals, and then we can start narrowing by subject terms. I'm going to say show more, and it's going to bring me up this list. So you can say, okay, maybe I only want short stories, and maybe Cien Años de Soledad, or just 100 Years of Solitude, or you can say, I only want to deal with magical realism, and maybe intertextuality as a subject. And you can start picking out which ones you want, maybe dealing with death. And you can come down and just start picking up all the different subjects you want to deal with. Maybe, you know, just update. And I'll just start narrowing all those together. And then you'll start seeing we have already the ones that are in Spanish. Now, over here, it's not showing me a PDF for this one. So you want to look at the source. And this says German literature. Wondering why this is coming up in German when I ask for Spanish. If you look at the full text at NAU, it's going to open up another tab. And it says that we do have it. No, thank you. If we click on Springer link, and it's going to bring up the abstract here. You can read this abstract. And here are your references. And then you can download the PDF. I'm trying to see whether, it looks like, yes, it is in Spanish. And that's what I wanted to find out. So part of it's in English and part of it's in Spanish. I'm going back to the previous screen, which showed me the entire record. So here is your article title, author, your journal title, and the rest of your citation. One of the things I wanted to point out to you is you can get here your citation information. Here's APA. Now, a couple things to look at is to make sure that it's in the correct APA form, which is that you'll notice it's missing the author's first initial, comma, and author's first initial here. So it needs a comma and an A because the author's first name is Alan or Elaine. But the title here seems to be correct as far as this only the first letter of the first word of the title and subtitle, and of course any proper names are capitalized. And then the title of the journal is capitalized and italicized, as is the volume number, but not the issue number. It is in parentheses and in regular type, and then the page numbers. What it's missing, however, is the link, which you'll need to add, and you can get the link to that through the permalink. So again, here's citation, here's permalink. Any questions? And then you can just copy and paste that into your list of references. Then to go back to your list is on a different screen, and you have your results list here. Now some of your results lists, see that one had full text NEA. Some will show a PDF full text. So let's look at this one. And this is dealing with magic realism. Now I want to know why this came up when I asked for Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Now in the EBSCO, if you're not familiar with EBSCO, you'll see that you have some tools on the side. So you can save it to your Google Drive or create a folder for it, print it, email it, save it to a flash drive. You have also the citation tool where you can scroll down and find the APA. And again, you'll notice there's problems here with the article title. Here you need to change the capitalization because only the first letter of the first word of the title and the subtitle are capitalized, except for proper names like Kankabati would be capitalized here, but the rest would all be lowercase. Literary insight is correct, this is correct, and this is correct. The indentation's correct. The author's name is correct. But just that this is always incorrect in EBSCO. They always get this wrong. So you always have to double check it before you submit it as into your paper, because your professor will be looking to make sure you've done it correctly for APA. But it is a big help to just know that those are some couple little things you have to change. You can also export the record if you want, but the full PDF is right over here on your left side. And this one is not in Spanish, so I'm not sure why it came up. It's what we call a false hit. And sometimes databases just do that, even though you designate it in Spanish, unless you get into a database that's specifically written in Spanish. And we do not have, we being the library, does not have a completely Spanish language database at this time. There are articles that are in Spanish. You just have to search for them, which is why I'm doing this video for you right now. I don't know if this one will be helpful to you or not. This is specifically about this book, but it might help. Again, this looks like a book review. Without actually reading it, I don't know. 26 pages. It might actually be an article. Let's see what this is. And within EBSCOhost, you can also download the entire PDF, either with the download PDF or with this button right here. This button here gives you more options. So this one will be in Spanish. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Thank you for your time.